they knew all the problems. Whatever guest was saying, 90% they came over to that problem. And then I presented the data. What is my VOC? What my customer is saying? What my customer is saying in 1 year, department wise, whether it's a product issue, people issue, skill issue, whether it's a knowledge issue, skill issue, or whether it's a um, task issue, and we combine and we shown those analysis. Now what happens? Accountability, where it was only at the leaders, it comes as a teamwork. And through the activities, we did chart paper activities, we did small games, we did team building, and the way we started the journey while beginning the course, at the end they understood that even whatever we want to do, it's a teamwork, irrespective of whether I am associate or whether I am a head of the department. Everybody has to work together for an improvement. Now, I'm not saying hypothetically, but my score is improved in last 24 hours by 1%, and I have another 15 days to go. So there is every day there is a track now. Now what happens? The accountability where was the managers, now everybody is leading. We create a group now. Only who are like quality champions. We used to have a departmental trainer. Now those who are willing to learn, I have created separate batch from yesterday, Dinesh sir, who would like to learn quality, happy to learn anytime. And it's a n number of sessions I'm going to do for especially for this time. So what happens now? Every time we do training as a trainer, but if there is not nothing new, people don't get attracted. So I got a feedback yesterday, sir. It was a value added session. I'm definitely go back to my department and I will add whatever value I can add to my customers, to my employees, and to my company. So I would say there is a this is the biggest achievement for me which I could do because of the course. And not only this, I also got today call from my previous hotel. I left 9 months back, and almost every week they are missing me. And this is black and white on social media. I'm telling you, what, because I did 3 programs, full day workshops in my previous hotel. But what happens? You change the job, company recruit somebody, and somebody who's joined there who already worked so many things, it becomes very difficult. So honestly telling you, I've been mentoring almost 5 to 6 hotels. Wherever I worked, I left the company, but I'm still doing. And this is just because of SNG, Dinesh sir. I did black belt, I did even green belt. I'm still confused in some way sometimes, but when I see notes and when I prepare my notes to conduct program, it's easy. And my all programs are experiential, kind of work with fun or fun with learning. So that's how I'm also adopting. And thank you for conducting train the trainer. And as you mentioned, the quality is every day, improvement is every day. So in a hotel we get 30 days, in 30 days we have a score. Now this NPS or ITS score is directly linked to the KRA and KPI. But in retail, what happens when you go to supermarket, you buy something and you at the time of billing, they ask you, please give your feedback. But you know what happens in hotels? If, for example, for today my occupancy is 100%, I have almost 500 guests are staying, but my 400 or 500 guests is not giving me a feedback. My email capture ratio may be 17 to 20% or 60% max, but 40% I don't know whether they're happy, they're not happy. So, but I'm working on it. And thank you, Dhiresh sir. It's been a great journey, and I'm able to contribute to my organization. Even one more thing, I'm telling you, I'm a trainer by profession. It's been 18 years I'm practicing learning, and but when I did Six Sigma, it's added advantage because what happens now? Now I have that lens also that okay, training is there, that's fine. Whether there is a quality, how I can add value, how I can change. So if you go back to my 5 years before journey in career, whenever we used to say, and a lot of conflict sometimes happens. But you know what? Honestly, I'm telling you, today I only present data and I ask them, and I always say, data hai to beta hai. And I ask them solution. I take their opinions. I take them in consideration. I ask them how you going to improve. When they're quiet, then I said, okay, this is the way you choose. and that's the only way. Even in my previous assignments also, my ITR score was 74, and we drove at 84. So it is all just because of Dhiresh sir, not because of you are there today. But you ask anybody, you ask your team also. I've sent an email also. This could only happen because of your course and your guidance. Though I'm in hotels, I'm most of the time is busy. Our time is not matching. But when I saw this message, I said, okay, let me be. And this yesterday's schedule was already pre-decided, 1 month back. So thank you. Wherever you need my assistance or I can contribute, I'm happy to contribute. Thank you, sir. It's all credit goes to Dhiresh sir and team. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Manohar ji, for sharing all these great insights. And let me share that small video which you had shared with our team. Okay, so that
Thank
other
you.
people also will get some idea about. Um, yeah, I think let me just.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
taking back my screen.
Thank you, Ujjal ji. Everybody just type great Ujjal ji and great Manohar ji in the chat
Thank you,
box.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Banav sir.
Thank you.
Nice to meeting you.
Yeah. Anytime you can reach out to me. I'm available.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, let me just quickly share what Manohar ji has shared with our teams. Okay. So I think this one is the video, I believe. Okay, let me see how it plays out on WhatsApp, I think so. Okay, it's okay. It's got to be downloaded. Let me just download this. So, yeah. Yeah, can you just see this video? Maybe you may not be able to
Yes,
hear
yes.
this, but I think, yeah, you
Yes.
can see this, right?
Yes.
This is a program what he delivered.
Yes.
All the chefs and the managers of the hotel. Wow, everybody, just give him
Thank you.
a round of applause for
Thank you so
whatever.
much,
And
sir.
he
Thank you.
keeps on sharing. This is not the first time. He already earlier also he had shared, and definitely will share to everybody this your presentation. Okay, this
Thank you.
is
And this, sorry to interrupt you. And these
yeah,
posts are there on LinkedIn also. Every day, I know I post. So I'm highly active on LinkedIn. Not because what I'm doing, I don't want to tell people, but people are there, sir, who tell me, sir, you please keep sharing where learning from. I always say it's all credit goes to whatever I do, because honestly speaking, I get a lot of value addition. After doing black belt and green belt. I'm not. I'm as I said, I'm still confused in some part, especially the major phase, but I will learn.
correct, definitely,
Thank you.
definitely. Best, fantastic, super. So, guys, how are you feeling after listening to Mr. Harris, Mr. Ujjwal Mishra ji, and Manohar ji? How are you feeling, everybody? I want everybody's reaction in the chat box quickly. Are you getting some kind of direction where we are basically heading? This is what I want you guys to take initiative internally and give training to your internal people, and you become a very important resource for your company, guys. Okay, along with your routine responsibilities, if you start solving the complex challenges of the companies along with training people. And see now Manohar ji mentioned one thing earlier. 5 years ago he used to basically take decisions on opinion basis. Now it is all data basis. See, this is a cultural shift, understand this. So whenever now the team is discussing internally, this is a culture now we are building. Don't discuss anything, without data. Just bring the data. We'll discuss about the data because data is the fact. Okay, beta झूठ बोल सकता है लेकिन data नहीं. That's what we always say, right? So bring the data on the table and then we'll discuss, right? See, when the data is in front of us, there is no gray area, right? It's always black and white. It's clear cut. And that is what is the most important stuff. When it is clear, then it is, we will be able to analyze the situation. We have Minitab software. We can, collect the data, analyze the data, take the trends, patterns from the data, process capability analysis, hypothesis, regression, control charts, a lot of things we can do. And we can make a good decisions, better management decisions than the data, rather than taking the haphazard decisions, gut feeling decision like that. Okay, so this is a cultural shift we all have to inculcate in our, imbibe in our DNA of the organization, and we should take the lead in that. Okay, that's what he said. Manoharji said that he has left the company 9 months ago, but still the last company people are still, missing him for whatever the contribution he has given earlier. Okay, and if you want to be remembered, now listen to me very carefully. If you want to be remembered in your company, become the trainer. Okay, trainers are remembered for a very long time. Okay, remain trainer, become trainer, and you will be worshipped, you will be remembered, you will be respected like anything. And this is what I keep on telling. Okay, you just become the trainer consultant as a and you will get huge respect. It is respected field, and I want you guys to test that respect. Okay, and because you are making the changes, you're making the changes in the process, not only in the process and the company, but you're making the changes in the lives of the people as well. Okay, yes, superb. Fantastic. Ismailji, thank you very much. So he has upgraded to Master Black Belt. Congratulations. So I would highly recommend you guys, the people who want to become the trainer and professional in this field, go for Master Black Belt. This is the, this degree, this certification is meant for you people only who really professionally want to achieve this. Okay? Yes. Super, super. Amazing. So I think on this note, let us start our session. I will just quickly. So let me just quickly stop this recording. Even though there are a couple of minutes to go, I think a lot of people have already joined. Okay, let me just start our session today. Super. So thank you very much. So we will continue this because, see, I wanted to have this on Mondays and Saturdays, like our, the train the trainer. But because on Mondays, it's going to be very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people, last couple of weeks mentioned that, sir, we want to join this, but Mondays are very, very tough. Meetings hote hai, late tak, der tak. So Monday thoda sa difficult hai. So what we have done, we will continue on Saturdays, and let's see from now onwards how it goes. Okay, I want more and more people to contribute into Train the Trainer from now onwards. Okay, so you can just mention your name and the topic in advance, and then we can see, more you present, more confidence you will get. Okay, that if you remember that phrase I've used, which is flow of the thoughts, that is what we want to sharpen. That flow of the thoughts. Flow of the thoughts meaning when you start speaking, the thoughts should flow from your mind. Okay, fluently. That is what is the skill we are developing. Once you get the skill, you can become trainer of any subject. Okay, Lean Six Sigma is just one subject. You can become trainer of your internal, technical subject or whatever, whichever domain subject or whatever subject you want to become. This flow of the thought is what we want to practice now. Okay, chalo, let's start the session now. Okay, anybody new in the room right now attending the session first time? Just type me in the chat box. The first time if you're attending, just type me in the chat box that this is the first live session you are attending. Before that, you have not attended any live session. I think, yeah. Mobile se bhi, yeah. Please go ahead, Ujjwalji. Join with your mobile. Okay, so anybody wants to share any bang right now? Bang meaning any success you have received in last 1 month, 2 months, 3 months about your career, through your project, any promotion, any new job you got, any saving you have got because of the projects you are doing in Lean Six Sigma. Anything, if you have, just raise your hand and we will you can share so that it will motivate other people as well, so that we will strive for that. All right, anybody like that, let me know in the chat box. So now onwards we will start with that bang as well. Okay, so that let's that positivity what you can say spread through everybody. Okay, so what is the topic today we are going to discuss? Type in the chat box. What is the topic we are going to discuss today? Let me see how many of you are aware about the topic. क्या topic discuss करने वाले हैं हम आज? Yeah, type everybody. Type in the chat box. What is the topic? Let's look at the message. What was the message? I didn't read the message properly. क्या था टॉपिक आज का? Type in the chat box. Nobody knows? कुछ भी चलेगा क्या? Anything? हाँ? बोलिए. You guys are typing or I'm not seeing the chat. No, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. No idea. Okay. Samir ji is saying no idea. Anybody has idea about today's topic? No idea? Chaliye. Agar no idea, तो no problem. I will share this. So today we are going to talk about something called confidence interval. Okay. Haji, confidence interval. Exactly. So Purushottam ji has basically mentioned confidence interval and how practical it is used. Confidence interval as a, as a concept, we might have heard about it. Okay. Now what we do is in the live sessions, we cover the topics which are there in the green belt as well as the black belt. Okay. So even though this may not be a green belt topic, but this is a topic of the black belt, it is a statistical concept which we are going to learn and how practically we can utilize confidence interval in decision making. This is something which we are going to learn today. Okay. So what is confidence interval? Let me just share a PowerPoint presentation, which I will be sharing with you guys as well. So the topic is called as confidence interval. Confidence interval. Now, what is confidence interval? That is something which we are going to discuss today. Okay. Okay. So is my voice loud and clear? Is my screen visible to you? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear have and screen is visible, which says confidence interval. Correct. Very good. Super. Okay. Now the people who are having the Minitab with you. Okay. Minitab with you. First, what we will do is एक मिनट थोड़ा सा पहले theory समझा लेता हूँ. We'll cover the theory, then I will cover the Minitab exercise, and then we will go for the calculation of confidence interval, practical calculation, so that you can manually also you can calculate confidence intervals. Okay. Now in entire DMAC principle, this define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, this is basically based out of statistics. Okay. This is based out of statistics. What is statistics, by the way? Statistics is nothing but it's a science which converts data into information. Make a note of this. Very important insight. Statistics is a science which converts data into information. So you put data in, you use statistics and you convert that into information. So statistics is a science which converts data into information. Now, there are two types of statistics. One is called descriptive statistics. Other is called inferential statistics. Let me give you examples so that you can easily understand this. Descriptive statistics meaning now everybody plays, or watches cricket matches, right? Now in the cricket match, let's say T20 cricket match, after 5 overs, let's say the score is 40 runs and 1 wicket. This is the score after 5 overs. Okay. This scorecard is nothing but descriptive statistic. Are you understanding? Okay. Or before the match, let's say India versus England. Before the match, there is head-to-head, what you can say, comparison they give, right? How many matches played between these two sides? How many matches played in India? How many matches played in England? How many matches India won? How many matches England won? Okay, this is all descriptive statistic. And on the other side, there is a winning ratio, probability of victory, that India has 55% probability and England has 45% probability. This is a probability. This is nothing but inferential statistics. It is prediction about the population. Everybody knows about population and the sample. Population and the sample. Everybody knows about it. Just type yes or no in the chat box. Are you aware of population and the sample? Everybody type in the chat box. Are you aware of this? Population sample clear hai? Anybody is not aware, let me know in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Few people are clear, few people are not clear. So population is the entire data set. Sample is a subset of it. For example, let's say I want to check the height of all the people in the city. Let's say I stay in Mumbai and I want to check the height of all the city, all the people staying in Mumbai. Let's say this is my population. So population of Mumbai becomes my entire population. So I cannot check the height of each and every individual. So what I will do is I will basically take a sample. So I will go to each and every suburb of Mumbai and I will take maybe 50 people each. So that I will take a sample of maybe 1,000 people. And then I will take the height, and from that measurement, I will infer the height of, the average height, standard deviation, mode, mean, median, all those things I will only get if I will get the, what you can say, the height of the, all these samples. So sample, the 1,000 people is the sample, and maybe, let's say 1 crore is the population of Mumbai, that 1 crore is a population. So sample is 1,000 and population is 1 crore. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. So population encompasses all the data and sample is a subset representing all the data points. Clear? Yes, everybody? Super. So descriptive is all about sample and inferential is all about population. Understand this? So when we collect the data in the measure phase, we collect the data, we put that data in the statistics, and we get descriptive as well as inferential statistics as well. Okay. So in the descriptive statistics, what do we get? We get mean, mode, median, range, variance, standard deviation. All these things we get in the descriptive statistics. Okay. In this example of 5 overs, 40 runs, 1 wicket, this is descriptive statistics. What is inferential statistics? Projected score. In this example, projected score is my inferential statistics. Okay, like they present now. If they continue with this run rate, they will make 160 runs in 20 overs. If they make 9 runs per over, they will make 180 runs. Are you clear? This is called projected score, and this is inferential statistics because 5 over is a sample and 20 over is the entire population. Are you clear with this? Just like yes in the chat box. Yahan tak clear hai? Just give me yes in the chat box. Everybody till now with me. Sample is actual sample. So we collect the sample, we take the average, we collect the standard deviation, that is descriptive statistics. Now we infer about the population. So what do we infer? We infer 95% confidence interval, CI. That is inferential statistics. What does it mean? I will explain you today. Okay. Hypothesis testing is inferential statistics. Regression is inferential statistics. Process capability analysis is inferential statistics. Everybody make a note of this. Okay. So hypothesis testing, regression, DOE, okay, process capability analysis, 95% confidence interval, all these are inferential statistics. Hypothesis, regression, DOE, process capability, 95% confidence interval. All these are types of inferential statistics. And what are the types of descriptive statistics? Mean, mode, median, range, variance, standard deviation. These are descriptive about the sample. Clear, everybody till now with me? Now, some of the inferential statistics like DOE, etc., you are not aware of it. Okay. As you go in the black belt level, you will come to know about this very clearly. Clear? Super clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Everybody just give me the confirmation. Okay. So now with these basics, let's go to a practical case and then I will come back to the theory behind it. Okay. Now I'm sharing a Minitab file with you. एक Minitab file में share कर रहा हूं आपके साथ. Okay. Just open this Minitab file. We'll do a statistical analysis, which is descriptive and inferential. And then we'll go for the calculation part of it. Okay. The same file. Once you have opened it, let me know in the chat box. मैं भी meanwhile open करता हूं उसको. Yeah, once you have opened it, let me know in the chat box that the file is open. Yeah, Subhaji, this is a black belt topic. It's a black belt topic itself. ये advanced topic है. ये green belt वाला नहीं है. So you will get a lot of insight today. Okay, opened everybody. Just type yes in the chat box. Once you have opened the file, let me know. Opened. It looks like this, chocolate weight ka or sample. This file we have used multiple times in the hackathons as well. Okay. Hackathon जिसने attend किया है, they would be aware of this file. Done. Done. Super. Amazing. Now, let's do one thing. Go to stat, basic statistics, graphical summary. Everybody just do this. Stat, basic statistics, graphical summary. Stat, basic statistic, graphical summary. Follow this. Okay, just click on that. Just select chocolate weight over here. Just double click on here, chocolate weight, and click on OK. In the variable column, just select chocolate weight and click on OK, and you will get this graph. Everybody, the moment you got it, just type got it in the chat box. Got it? Yeah. Everybody just give me the confirmation so that I will get to know that you guys are following me or not. Okay. Yeah, I'll repeat again. Go to stat, basic statistics, graphical summary. This is a path. Stat, basic statistics, graphical summary. Okay. Once you click on that, in the variable, just click on the variable option. Like, let's say it will be like this. Click over here and double click on chocolate weight and click on OK. That's it. Got it? Super. Now, this is very, very important. Which graph is this? Everybody type in the chat box. Especially all the new people. Which graph is this? Type in the chat box. Seniors absolutely know this answer, but what is the name of the graph? Graph का क्या नाम है इसका? Very nice. Super. This is called histogram. Okay. Histo and gram. Histogram. Okay. It's a graphical representation of historical data. It's called histogram. Clear hai? It's a graphical representation of historical data. It's called histogram. So this is what is a histogram. And this is the bell-shaped curve, which is basically, which is plotted on the histogram. Okay. Now, this is something very, very important. Again, mean, standard deviation, variance, okay, median, all these things. So this is called as descriptive statistics. Yes, this is called a descriptive statistics, and this is called as inferential statistics. Write this down. The first one, this part is descriptive about a sample. How many data points are there? N, 120 data points. So 120 data point sample, this is a descriptive statistics, and this is what inferential statistics. And today's topic is about this inferential statistics and confidence interval. Okay. Now look at this. What is this mean? Mean meaning this is a simple average X bar of this entire sample. Are you with me? This is X bar of this entire sample. Clear? Then this is median. This is median of this for the sample. So this is the mean, this is the median. Correct? Now there is something very interesting. This is something called 95% confidence interval for mean. What does this mean? This means this is about the sample. 120 data points we have, right? Out of 120 data points, mean is this 42.106 is the actual mean of the sample. And from this sample, we are predicting, we are inferring that if this is the population, this is the distribution of the data, the population mean in the future, if we see the long-term data, the population mean will lie between 41.808 and 42.403. The population ka mean will lie between 41.808 and 42.403, while the sample mean is 42.106. Are you understanding? So it is like this. So 42.106 is the X bar, and on the lower side, 41.808 is your, the 95% confidence interval on the lower side, and 42.403 is, so this is the range of the confidence interval. We are predicting that in the future, if we take the long range data, the population mean will lie between these 2 points with 95% confidence. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. How to calculate this we are going to learn with the formula. Manually we will calculate this. Manually we will calculate. Clear? From the sample we are predicting the mean of the population. We cannot predict the point, but we can predict the range. Clear? Very good. Same goes with the median. The median is 42.100, which is 42.1. Here, with 95% confidence, we can say that median of the population will lie between 41.580 and 42.320. So we can easily predict the median of the population as well. Okay. Same goes with standard deviation. Standard deviation is 1.645 of the sample. With this, with 95% confidence, we can say that the standard deviation of the population will be between 1.46 to 1.885. And this is called inferential statistics. We are predicting about the population behavior. Clear? So how to calculate this and what is the practical use of this? This is what we are going to check today. Are you clear? Today's topic, just type yes in the chat box. आज का टॉपिक समझ में आया आपको? Just take a screenshot of this if you wish. Just take a screenshot if you wish. Okay, clear? So we are going to learn this 95% confidence interval of mean with the formula and what is the practical application of that. Okay, super. Any question, please let me know in the chat box and I will answer. If required, I will explain it once again. Okay, once again. It does not matter. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Okay. Histogram in Minitab, the steps are like this. Once you get the data, this is my data. Okay. So this is not a simple histogram, but this is a descriptive statistics. Okay. This is descriptive statistics. Now, how do I get this? If I want to make a simple histogram, I will go to graph I will select histogram, and I will select this, and this is my simple histogram. This is a simple histogram, but we have not made a simple histogram. What we have made is this. Okay, we went to stat, basic statistics, graphical summary. Okay, stat, basic statistics, graphical summary, and we selected graphical summary. In this variable column, we selected the chocolate weight, which is the data, and we said okay, and we got this graph where the histogram is also there, descriptive statistics and inference statistics, everything is there as well. Clear? Yes? Yeah. Sir, please explain variance. Got it, Pankaj? Fantastic. Variance is nothing but sigma square. Correct? Variance is nothing but sigma square. So this is my standard deviation sigma. Variance is nothing but sigma square. If you take the square of this, square of 1.645, you will get the variance, which is 2.707. Clear? So variance is, so if you want to calculate standard deviation, take the square root of variance. Clear? So now when we calculate the standard deviation, basically, variance is the second last stage. And after that, we calculate the standard deviation. We take the square root of variance and we get the second last stage. Okay. So 1.645. Yeah. So as a layman, for example, let's look at this. How do we read this? So my average is 42.106. So this will be my mean. So this is my X bar. Okay. And my standard deviation is 1.645. So how do I basically read this? So this is my chocolate weight, right? So average chocolate weight is, let's say, 42.106 grams. Okay, this is my average chocolate weight. And the standard deviation is 1.645 grams. Standard deviation also has the same unit of measurement, right? So which means on an average, now listen to me very carefully. On an average, each and every chocolate weight is 1.645 grams away from the mean. So if I collect all the data on an average, which is from the average, which is 42.106, if I take the distance of each and every weight, that distance will be 1.645 grams. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. So each and every sample on an average is 1.645 grams away from the mean value. Clear? This is what the standard deviation means. Yes? Clear hai, Pankaj ji? Just type yes in the chat box. So this is the average distance from the mean. In a simple layman's term, it's the average distance from the mean of all the data points. Clear? Just give me yes in the chat box, everybody. This is very important question and answer to clarify the fundamental doubts. You know, clear? Just give me yes. Each value or readings deviated from actual mean. Exactly. From this mean of 42.106, what is the average deviation from this 42.106? Clear? That is a simple understanding of this. Very good. Now, coming back to, let me go back to my PowerPoint presentation once again. Okay. Now let's understand what is this confidence interval and how practically we are going to use it. Okay. Let me just stop sharing this a little and let me share once again. Very good. Chalo. So, so we have covered this. Now, so this is descriptive inferential statistics ka example diya hai. So, you know, there are examples like the medical report. So descriptive statistics is what? Checking the market trend is the descriptive statistics, and decision of the investment is inferential statistics. Checking the medical is, let's say your, you know, your blood report, blood sample report is your descriptive statistics, and decision of the medication. What should be the medication given to the patient? That is the inferential statistics. Okay. Checking the past record of the playing teams is descriptive statistics. the prediction percentage in inferential statistics. Current run rate is the descriptive statistics, and projected score is nothing but inferential statistics. Okay. Are you clear with the differentiation between descriptive and inferential? Just type yes in the chat box. Yeah, clear hai? So descriptive is about the past and inferential is about the future. Descriptive is about a sample and inferential is about a population. Clear hai? Yeah, differentiation clear hai? Very good. This is very, very important. Okay. Very good. I will be sharing this document with you so that you can go through this. Okay. Now, there are two types of estimation. Where in statistics, we never give the point estimation, we give the range estimation. Okay. I'll give you that example. So point estimation is a point estimate is a single value that serves as an estimate of an unknown population parameter. For example, let's say, for example, if I collect the data and whatever is the average of that sample, if I say this will be the average of the population as well, this is called point estimation. Clear? So in the, sample average is denoted by X bar. Now this is very, very important. For the sample, and you can just make a simple table like this, population. Okay. So sample average is denoted by X bar and the population average is denoted by mu. Mu is again a Greek letter, mu. Just like alpha, theta, beta, beta, gamma. This is mu also is a Greek letter. Mu is a population average. Standard deviation of sample is denoted by small s, whereas standard deviation of population is denoted by sigmas. Okay, so here, if we calculate the sample mean, and we say the sample mean is exactly equal to population mean, or we collect the standard deviation and we say standard deviation of population is also exactly the same, this is called point estimate. But we can go horribly wrong in this. Are you clear? We can go absolutely horribly wrong in this. We cannot say this is X bar, so population X bar also will be like this. For example, okay, now let's say there are 40 people in the room. Okay, 40 people in the room. Clear hai? Now, for these 40 people, okay, let's say the average height is, imagine the average height is 160 centimeter. Imagine. Can we say that the average height of all the SNG members is equal to 160 centimeter? Can we say that confidently with these 40 people? And now SNG has got huge, let's say thousands of people as students. Can we say this will be exactly equal to the population? Can we say that? Type in the chat box. Can we say that? Type in the chat box, everybody. Yes, no? No, we cannot confidently say that, right? Are you understanding? With this small sample of 40 people, we cannot predict the population of maybe 4,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. We cannot do that because this is not that representation. That's the reason why statisticians always prefer interval estimation. Interval estimation. It is like whenever you go to an astrologer, okay, astrologer will say that you will get married between 26 to 27 years. This is called interval estimation. Range, exactly. The range will be presented. Are you understanding? Okay, there are a lot of astrologers who give the prediction. What will happen? Okay, there is a prediction. I'm just giving you example. Okay, there is a prediction that we might see a world war between 2026 to 2028. We can have a World War III. So they will give the range. They will never say that World War will start on this day, this month, this year. This is called point estimation. What we are talking about is an interval estimation. So interval estimation is providing the range of values, that likely to, to contain the population parameter. Okay. And generally, we select 95% confidence level, basically. Okay. So with the help of 95% confidence, okay, whatever estimation we want to present, it is called interval estimation. And this is what is we are going to learn today. Okay. So So let's understand the confidence level. What is confidence level? Confidence level is nothing but the probability that the statistical parameter lies within a specified range of values. And after a lot of permutation combination, statisticians have decided if you are taking enough amount of samples, if you are taking the statistical formulae, okay, properly to calculate the sample size, then you can easily consider 95% confidence level easily. With 95% confidence, you can predict about the population. Not 100%. Of course, not 100%, because there will always be 5% error. And that is what is nothing but significance level. Significance level. What is significance level? When your confidence is 95%, okay, so 1 minus confidence level, it's called significance level. For example, if the confidence level is 95%, significance level will be is equal to 1 minus what? Let's say 0.95. So what will be the significance level? 0.05. And that is what we check the p-value always against this 0.05 value. If you remember, the normality test also, we check the p-value. What is p-value? P-value is nothing but a probability value which is attained significance level. P-value is nothing but attained significance level. What is exactly? And significance level is set at 0.05, just like your passing mark, no? Understand this. In our Lean Six Sigma, yellow belt, green belt, black belt, what is the passing criteria marks? Type in the chat box. What is the passing criteria? Everybody type in the chat box. Everybody knows this? 70%. Correct? It's a standard. It's a global standard which is given by CSSC. Okay, it's a CSSC global standard which is 70%. So this 70% is nothing but a significance level. And your actual achieved mark is nothing but your p-value. Are you clear with this? So p-value is attained significance level. And this significance level is the passing criteria. Are you clear? Just type yes in the chat box. So 0.05 or nothing but 5% is nothing but a passing criteria. And actual mark is the p-value. Clear? Clear, hai? So confidence level is 95%, significance level is 5%. Yahan tak conceptually, are you clear? When we take a sample, we are not taking the entire population, but we are confident about the population because we have randomly selected enough sample size and we are 95% about the prediction about the population. We are 95% confident about it. Okay. So when we are 95% confident, we are 5%. We can make some error in the judgment, and that is called significance level. Okay. Now let's move ahead. How do we use it practically? Okay. Then confidence interval is the range of the values derived from the sample that is likely contain the value of unknown population parameters. Okay. So from that statistic, we are predicting the unknown population parameter, and that is what the confidence interval is all about. Okay. So this is, let's say, calculate the confidence interval of mean. And this is the formula for that. Everybody please take down this formula and we will, check some 2-3 case studies, practical case studies, so that you can easily understand what we are discussing over here. Okay. Everybody take this formula. So confidence interval formula is X bar, which is the average, plus minus Z critical value into standard error. Standard error ka formula is standard deviation divided by square root of n. Everybody take down this formula, write this down, or you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, both are absolutely okay. All right. So now what should be the Z critical value? So most of the times our Z critical value is, write this down, 1.96. Because we consider, as I mentioned earlier, we consider 95% confidence level always. Okay. in some cases, now this is very interesting. In some cases, our sample size is very high. Sample size is very high. Okay, maybe 50%, 60% sample we have collected. Let's say 100% is the total population and 50% sampling we have done. We are very, very confident. So our confidence level can go up, but practically it is not possible. Okay. Sometimes we work with very low amount of samples. So our confidence level can go low as well as 90%. So accordingly, our Z critical value, these are the values of the Z critical values. Okay. Those will change, but majority of the times, you know, our Z critical value has to be considered corresponding to 95% confidence level, which is 1.96. So going forward, we are going to use this 1.96 as our value. Clear, everybody? So 1.96 को हमें आपको remember करना है. See, once only you have to remember, that's it. Okay. Anyway, manually we are not going to calculate. We have software to calculate this, but we are going deeper to understand how it is calculating. Okay. Clear, everybody? Have you taken down this formula? X bar plus minus Z into standard error of mean, which is sigma divided by square root of n. Clear? Just give me yes, no. कुछ कंफर्मेशन दीजिए ताकि मैं आगे बढ़ सकूं. क्लियर है? समझ में आ रहा है ये यहां तक? क्लियर? फॉर्मूला लिख लो. जस्ट वेरी सिंपल. आई विल गिव यू अ प्रैक्टिकल कपल ऑफ केस स्टडीज सो दैट यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड दिस. या वेरी गुड. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो लेट मी गिव यू. हाँ, I will give you not only one, I will give you 2-3 examples so that you will understand this perfectly. All right. Okay. Let's take a scenario that there is a company, they are making light bulbs. Okay. And they want to ensure that the average lifespan of the bulbs meet the company's standard of 1,000 hours. So what is the standard? 1,000 hours is the lifespan according to the brand promise of the company. Okay, every brand there is a lifespan. Generally they give one year or 2 year ka replacement warranty. If anything goes wrong with the bulb, you can easily get replacement up to I think 1 year. Okay, so in this case they have defined 1,000 hours. Yes, so yes, exactly. So this 1,000 hours is what is the lifespan of which is the brand promise. Now, what their quality control team has taken the random sample of 50 light bulbs and find the sample mean as 990 hours. Okay, with the standard deviation of 20 hours. Okay, so here we are getting a lot of data. What data we are getting here? First data we are getting is X bar. What is X bar here? X bar is 990 hours. Are you clear? Yes, X bar is 990. After that, standard deviation. We are getting standard deviation sigma as 20 hours. And we are getting N is equal to 50 light bulbs. Yes, everybody? Correct? So what is our formula? And our Z, we already know the Z critical value, which is 1.96. Correct? So we have all the data points. So with 95% confidence interval, can you just calculate this? What is our formula here? With 95% CI of mean, what is the formula? X bar plus minus Z critical value into standard error of mean. Can you just calculate and give me the answer? We will consider 95% confidence level, which is 1.96. Correct. Clear, everybody? Yeah. Can you just calculate and give me the answer? तो मैंने आपको सभी फॉर्मूला दिया है, वैल्यूज भी दिया है, आपको सिर्फ मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर कैलसी आपको करना है. Done? Just type your answer in the chat box, calculate it and type in the chat box. And then we will infer from the from this understanding. Yeah, take your time, take your time. Haji, I'm just waiting. Who is the fastest fingers first? Now, I want everybody to calculate. Huh? Don't depend on only other people's calculation. So we have 990 at the center. Okay, just give me the denominator properly. 995 point. Is it 24 or 54? 995.24 है या फिर 54 है? Because I am getting two answers here. And on the lower side, we have got 984.45, is it? Sorry. This might be because of the decimals rounding off. This can be a rounding off effect. Everybody give me the answer. This is the X bar. 990, which is the X bar. 984.46 or 45, let's say. And what on the higher side? 995.54, is it? 995.54. Everybody got this answer? Just type yes in the chat box. So this is the confidence interval. So with 95% confidence, we can predict that the population in the long term, whatever bulbs we are producing, their lifespan will be between 984 to 996, 995, we can say. Everybody understood this? Just type yes in the chat box. Have you understood this? Fantastic. But what is the inference of this? What is the inference out of this? Type in the chat box. What is the inference out of this? What is the inference? इससे क्या? What is the conclusion? What can we conclude out of this confidence interval? Think about it and type in the chat box. This is very interesting. Yes? What is the conclusion, guys? Yeah, you can make the mistakes. Will be between 984 to 995. Perfect. So let's say you are the head of the quality. What will be your conclusion? So yes, the bulbs will work between 984 to 995, let's say. That will be the, the population's lifespan. So what will you do after this? आप क्या करोगे? Will you continue the process? Will you continue with the process? Are you satisfied with the numbers? Will you continue or will you make any changes? So let's say this is the confidence interval. This is confidence interval lower side. This is upper confidence. And this is my specification limit. And they are on the lower side. Yes or no? See the difference between 984 and let's say 995. And this is let's say 1000 as our standard. So this is a 16 hours ka gap between the lower confidence interval and the standard. Yes or no? There is a gap of 16 hours. 984 and 1000. There is a gap of almost 16 hours of lifespan. So which is lower than our company brand promise, which is 1000, 1000 working hours or 1000 hours. The bulb should run for 1000 hours, but our production, what we are doing is not meeting that requirement. Are you understanding this? How many of you got this? Just type yes in the chat box. Correct? So what we need to do is, we need to increase, we need to take up the Lean Six Sigma project to increase the lifespan from 984 to more than 1000. And that is our project. That is our Lean Six Sigma project. So ideally, it should be basically like this. Yes or no? Average maybe around 1010. Yes? So that the entire process has to shift. The average life has to increase. And this is a classic Lean Six Sigma project, guys. Clear? How many of you got this? Just type yes in the chat box. समझ में आ रहा है everybody? Everybody got it? Just give me yes in the chat box. This is where 95% confidence interval is used basically. Okay. I'll give you another example. I'll give you a service example now. Okay. So you can see here. So 984 to 995. Okay. So company calculates this. So what is the decision? The lower bound is 984 is the below company standard. So company may decide to investigate and improve production process to increase the lifespan. And this is your project. This is a Lean Six Sigma project for them. If they increase from 984 to 1000, then the product will be successful. Okay. I'll give you another example. Let's take a service example. Customer satisfaction survey. Okay. A retail chain wants to evaluate the customer satisfaction within their in-store shopping experience. Let's say there is a the retail store like DMart, let's say for example, okay, and they wanted to check the customer experience. Okay, so they surveyed 200 customers and use a 5-point satisfaction scale. On the scale of 1 to 5, you have to give the satisfaction rating, and their standard is anything above 4. Anything above 4 is what they want. So customer satisfaction is anything above 4 is what they will take. Okay. So the sample mean of satisfaction is 4.2 and the standard deviation is 0.5. So here what data we have got here? So we have got the average, which is 4.2. Okay. We have got the standard deviation, which is 0.5. We have got N, which is 200 customers. And we have got Z critical value, which is 1.96 as a standard. Okay. Let's put these values in this, in the formula, which is 95% confidence of mean. Let's put them in the formula here, is equal to X bar plus minus Z into standard deviation divided by square root of N. Yeah, can you just give me the answer quickly? Yeah, this is the standard. The Z values are standard. 1.96 is the standard value for 95% confidence level. Okay, 95% confidence is generally what we take. Okay, so as of now, just calculate this at 1.96. Okay, yeah. Superb. Just calculate this and let me know in the chat box. And then what is your decision? What is your decision? If the standard is at 4, what will be your decision? I'll just wait for 1 minute for you to calculate. Already the numbers are given, formula is given. You have to just follow the formula and calculate this. Yeah, give me the values. So the average is 4.2. I want the lower value here and the higher, the upper confidence interval value here. No, 4.2 is the average, right? It's not 42, it's 4.2. Yeah, 4.13 is it? 4.13 is the lower bound and 4.27. Everybody got this? हाँ, कैलकुलेशन में गलती है everybody. It must be around 4.2. There will be one value which is lower than 4.2 and there will be one value which will be higher than 4.2. Very simple. Sridhar ji and Deepak ji just do the calculation again. There is one or two digits calculation में कुछ गड़बड़ है. Okay, एक बार फिर से करिए. Rest everybody got these values 4.13 and 4.27 and your standard is 4. Your standard is 4. Yes? Everybody. So what is the conclusion? Let's say you are the head of the retail chain. What will you conclude out of this? What will you conclude out of this? Type in the chat box, everybody. Are you happy with these numbers? Are you happy with these numbers? 4.13 and 4.26. Are you happy? The standard is 4. Standard is 4. Everybody think about it. Very good. So you got 4.13 and 4.27, correct? So what is that business decision? Okay, the acceptable satisfaction is 4. So the company may decide that their current customer experience strategies are effective and continue with them. Okay, understand this. So they will continue with them if it is. Now understand this. Now, with the competition to the DMart, let's say for example, let's give me the same example. There is another competition company which has come. Imagine there is a Blinkit, another company called Blinkit which has come. And now Blinkit, the satisfaction score is 4.5 and above. Whereas your standard was 4 and above. Now your management, your top management says that now onwards, we will also keep our standard as 4.5. Now, the moment the standard goes to 4.5, okay, what will be your conclusion? Now you will require some improvement in your customer satisfaction rate. Are you understanding this? As the competition arises in the market, you need to have the internal improvement, and this is how there will be a project requirement in your company. Are you getting some idea? Yes. Currently, you are doing well because there is a monopoly. There is no much competition. But the moment the competition arises, you have to have an added advantage, an edge over the competition, which is your satisfaction rate, satisfaction survey. Clear? So then in that case, you need to take up a project to improve your satisfaction from 4.2 to 4.5. That will be your Lean Six Sigma project. Clear, everybody? Okay. Yes, got it, everybody. Just type yes in the chat box. One more example. मैं देखता हूं. Anybody from pharma here? Pharma में कोई है क्या? Pharma? Anybody from pharma here? Just type me in the chat box. Pharma से कोई है? Okay, Prasad ji is from pharma. Okay, Sudhir ji also is from pharma. Very good, very good. Okay, Deepak ji also. Are a lot of people are there. I thought कोई नहीं है. चलो एक pharma का example लेते हैं. Let's say there is a 500 mg tablet. Okay, so the standard is 500 mg. ठीक है? So what they do is they collect. I'll give you example. Yeah. So they collect 30 tablets. N is equal to 30. The average X bar is 498 mg. With standard deviation is sigma. Sigma is equal to 5 mg. Okay. Yeah. So can you just calculate this? So calculate a Z. So Z critical is nothing but 1.96. Okay. So can you just calculate the confidence interval of mean here? with 95%, with the same formula, X bar plus minus Z critical into standard deviation divided by square root of N, which is standard error. Yeah, just give me the answer. 498 is this. And here 500 mg is the target, basically. The specification limit, upper specification, so the lower and upper specification limit is like this. Okay, let me just write. So 495 is the lower specification limit, and 505 mg is the upper specification limit. Okay, so you have target, you have specification limits given to you. Now can you just calculate this? Wow, amazing. You guys are awesome. 499 and 496, is it? Fantastic. Super. So let's look at this. So if I have to plot this, I will plot it like this, just for your understanding. Okay. So this is your target, which is 500 mg. Your lower specification limit is 495. Upper specification limit is 505. So this is your LSL. And this is your USL. Your mean is 498, somewhere like this, somewhere here. Is your X bar. Everybody understand this, huh? And your confidence intervals are like this, which is 496, 496 and 499, somewhere like this. Correct? Everybody, are you understanding this? Everybody got this? Just type yes in the chat box. So my target is 500. My lower and upper specification limits are 505 and 495. And my current process is situated like this: 496 and 495. If over the longer period of time, if I run the process, the population standard deviation, population mean will lie between 496 to 499. Now, as the head of the department, what will be your conclusion? Type in the chat box. At the head of this tablet example. So I've given you manufacturing example, I've given you a service example, I've given you a pharma example. Okay. Now, what is the conclusion here? Type in the chat box, guys. What is required? First of all, is it rejected? Is it rejected or accepted? Type in the chat box. A for accepted, R for rejected. Is this product accepted or rejected? Type in the chat box. Is it product accepted or rejected? Everybody. I want everybody to be on the same page. Is the product accepted or rejected? Okay, there are a couple of people are saying rejected, a couple of people are saying accepted. See, specification limit is where you can accept the product. So anything within 495 to 505, you have to accept the product. Okay, what is your numbers which has come is 496, let's say, and let's say 499.7. Okay, something like that, right? So which is within the specification limit. So you can accept the product. The lot will be accepted, but the process is clearly shifting on the lower side. If you do not take any action on the process, you will get the rejection on the lower side after some time. So there you will get some rejection. Are you understanding? Just type yes in the chat box. So this is a very high time that we have to shift our process towards the center. So your process should be like this. How many of you got this? Just type got it in the chat box. Even though there is a shift in the process on the lower side, still it is in the acceptable range. You should not reject the product, but on the other side, you have to take immediate actions so that the process can move. So you have to actually increase the mg. Okay, you have to increase for 498 to 500 mg. You have to increase the mg. Clear hai everybody? Just type yes in the chat box. Everybody got this? So this is called 95% confidence interval of mean. So this is how practically you have to calculate it, and practically you have to take the decision on the product or the service or for the business basically. This is the objective of the inferential statistics. Clear everybody? Just type yes in the chat box. Are you clear with this? Super. Yes, so this is a formula. Similarly, there are other formulas for standard deviation, median, etc. Okay, similar kind of way you can calculate as well. All right, but we don't have to do it manually. Why I took this manually? Because you should understand the fundamental. Once fundamental is clear, then you can easily understand what does it mean basically. Okay. Very good. Chalo, with this three examples, I think this must be clear. The concept, the formula, manual calculation on Minitab also we can calculate this. Okay. So any question we have, I'm open for the question answer. Any question related to this? How we can understand in histogram 1 point? No, we cannot. No, we cannot understand what is 1 sigma, 2 sigma in histogram. For doing that, we have to do the process capability analysis. Correct? To understand this, we need to do the process capability analysis. So I'll for example, so with this example, okay. Now with this histogram, I will never come to know. So Pankaj is asking the question, with the histogram, how will I come to know what is the sigma level of the process? Sigma level of the process is nothing but my process capability. For that, I need specification limit. Okay. For that, I will need what? Specification limit. Say, for example, if I put a specification limit like this, then I can calculate the sigma level. Okay, let's do this. Let's put specification limit for this data set. Okay. Let's go back to stat, quality tools, capability analysis, normal. Let's calculate the process capability analysis. Okay. Exactly. CP/CPK state. Exactly. Okay. Or we can directly calculate sigma level. So select normal. Okay. Now in the single column, select the chocolate weight. Subgroup size, let's say 1. Okay. Lower specification limit as of now, let's put what? Let's put 36. And upper specification limit, let's put 48. Okay. And go to option. Here we will select the sigma level. Benchmark Z is the sigma level. Okay. And say OK and say OK. Okay. You can see here, this is my current sigma level. So in this process, this is my upper specification limit. This is my lower specification limit. And this is my histogram. Okay. And my current sigma level is 3.93 sigma level, very close to 4 sigma level. Clear? So this is how I can calculate a sigma level with the help of Minitab. But to calculate sigma level, I need to know the specification limit. Clear? And the same thing with CP/CPK. No? So the same thing, if I go to CP/CPK, I go to option once again, and I calculate CP/CPK here and say, okay, here I will find out the CPK value as 1.34 CPK. Okay. So CP is 1.37 and my CPK is 1.34. So this is also, I can find out. Either you find out the sigma level or you can find out the CP/CPK value. It's the same thing, one and the same thing. Clear everybody? For the very new people, this might sound a little difficult to understand. But by the time you come to black belt level, this will be easy peasy for you. Okay? Process CPK you want? So मैं फिर से एक बार फिर से पूरा process दिखाता हूं. This is my data. Okay? I go to stat, quality tools, I go to capability analysis, normal. Okay. It's difficult. It is difficult because first time you are doing this, that's why it is seeming difficult. Okay. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Ek minute. Ye mat karo. So this is, look at this. This is stat. You know, the quality tools, capability analysis, normal. Okay. Once you follow this, now understand this, guys. Once you've been through the green belt and the black belt curriculum, this will be super simple for you. Why this is finding difficult? Because this is first time you are observing this entire process. Okay. Once you go through this cycle once, twice or thrice, this will be very, very easy peasy for you. Okay. Select this normal. Now here you select chocolate weight. Subgroup size you select 1 because we are taking individual data points. Lower specification 36, upper specification 48. Go to option and select this CPK value, which is by default would have been selected. Okay. Just click on OK and just click on OK and you will find this value over here. Okay. So this is your CPK value, which is 1.34. So this process is 1.34 sigma process. Sorry, 1.34 CPK process. Okay. Or very close to 4 sigma process. Everybody knows what is the, the conversion of CPK to sigma. So CPK to sigma level, there is a conversion. Sigma level, there is a conversion. For example, whenever we have 0.33 CPK, it is 1 sigma process. When you have 0.66 CPK, you have 2 sigma process. When you have CPK 1, when you have 3 sigma process. When you have CPK 1.33, when we have 4 sigma process. When we have CPK 1.66, when we have 5 sigma process. When we have CPK 2, we have 6 sigma process. Okay. Yes. So this is 1.33 and 4 sigma. That's what we have calculated. Clear, everybody? Just type yes in the chat box. Got it? Super. Chaliye. Any question further? You can just raise your hand and you can ask the question, unmute yourself, ask the question about today's session or about any project you are doing or any question about even yellow belt से लेके master black belt तक. Okay. या फिर, हमारे consulting, certified OPEX consultant वाले भी प्रोजेक्ट आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो यहाँ पे. ठीक है. Any question you have, just type yes or no in the chat box. If no question, see, by the way, just get the maximum out of these sessions. Okay. Train the trainer, live coaching. Okay. The live coaching, I'm live with you. So you can unmute yourself, ask the questions, doubts, whatever you have any doubt, you can just, you can ask the question. Okay. Yeah, the mock test is at the bottom of the course curriculum. Every course curriculum, there will be a mock test. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you just a second. My my screen is full. Net